Very well, welcome back to Let's Play Dark Souls. Last time, we defeated the gargoyles during our first Bell of Awakening. And now we should start our journey to find the second one, but today instead we're gonna go to an optional area. This is a bit tricky to find. I'm not sure how you're supposed to find it, other than just explore around and see where you can go, where you cannot go, or just have someone else tell you how to do it. But if you drop down the elevator here, you can walk on this ledge, and then from here you can roll over this pillar and follow the path from here on to get to the top of Firelink Shrine. Before we get to the very top though, drop down here, get the Undead Asylum F2 West Key. If you remember, there was one door in the very first area that we could not open. That's how you can open it, with that key. And there is an item behind that door that we will retrieve today, which will be very helpful in a couple areas. So again, we'll take the shortcut again, go down, and we'll finally reach the very top. There is actually another way to get up here, but it's not intended. There is a little glitchy jump that you can do. Anyway, once you get to the top, there is a nest. And you can curl up like a ball in here. And you have to stand still here for about 30 seconds, doing absolutely nothing. You can move the camera, but you cannot move your character. And something will happen. And like that, we returned to the Northern Undead Asylum, our first area of the game. Except, the enemies have kind of changed here. There are a lot more powerful enemies now around here. Well, they're not really a lot more powerful, but they do pack a lot of punch. So we need to be careful and just pick them off one by one, hopefully. Shit, don't do that attack, okay. That rushing attack, this one, so dangerous. Thankfully, they don't have a lot of HP. Now, before we go in there, let me take a look at my items. See if I have anything of what I want to. I think this one here. Change order. Put that on top. That's it. That's the only one. I may have others, but. So this rubbish that we picked up. Rubbish with no value. Who in their right mind would bother carrying this around? Perhaps you need help. Or perhaps, as I said, we can trade it with a certain NPC. If we go over here.
You. Give me warm. Give me soft.
So we can drop certain items in this nest with the drop function. Then quit the game and reload to get certain items. These are trades that you can only do once, so if you happen to find another rubbish, I don't think you can trade it again. And this crow that is speaking is nicknamed by the fans Snuggly the Crow.
You give me warm. Give me soft.
So for the rubbish, we get Titanite Chunk, which is definitely much more valuable. And there are other things we can trade with Snuggly. We'll periodically come back to Snuggly and trade stuff to her, I guess. I guess it's a her. I'm not quite sure. Oh well. We're back here. And there are a few things we can do here. Some enemies have remained the same, some have changed. You've seen the guys outside are definitely new. And these guys have, I think, have a lot more HP than they used to have, and they were not present in this area, well, in this room, I guess. We do, however, have our bonfire, and you know what? I have a lot of souls. I should probably use them to level up. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 8 levels. That's a lot of levels. I do need an attunement slot for one thing later on, so might as well grab it now. 1, 2. Strength and dex. 1, 2. How many? Still have 2 levels. I could go strength and dex. You know what? I'm not gonna go endurance and vitality a bit more. Why not? That seems like a nice level up. We only need strength and dex anyway. Strength, dex, endurance, and vitality. That's all this character needs, really. Over here, Black Knight. This Black Knight has a lot more HP than the one we fought with the Cleric in the Berg. Again, if you know how to parry these guys, no big deal. Now, it's probably going to go for a shield bash, which we will dodge, and oh crap, you can actually... You already know what it's going to use after that. It's going to go... After he stabs with the shield, he always goes for another stab. So you can actually react to that. You'll be consistent. Yeah, okay. And then you always use that attack next. If you learn how to parry that attack... Backstab? No. Ooh! Oh! You thought. Okay, do that. There you go. Had a little issue, but not today, Mr. Knight. These guys always drop a red Titanite chunk, and they sometimes may drop their equipment, but you get always one red Titanite chunk from this guy. And there is another Black Knight that looks exactly the same that will drop another red Titanite chunk. Now, keep going this way, we see through the bars a familiar face. That is the knight that freed us during the intro. He now turned hollow, and he will attack us. So there's nothing we can do but to kill him once again. Well, we didn't kill him at our first encounter, but you get it. Unfortunately, we gotta do it. And this guy's name, I think, is Oscar, right? Oscar of Astora. Another fan favorite character. Oh, he did get me. His sword is the Astora's 3 sword that the Cleric has. Therefore, it does some magic damage that our shield cannot fully block. So even if you block this guy, especially when he's two-handing the weapon, you'll still take some damage. However, you can pick up the Crushed Shield, which is a very good shield. It blocks like 80% of magic damage. Pretty good. The boulder has returned. Dodge it or do the backstab trick. Whatever you want to do. Oh, crap. Okay, fine. Alright then. We keep going. We're back to this place. And the enemies, I think, here, they just get a bit stronger. But that's all they do. Ow. Sure. Dodge through your arrow. Bye. And here, instead of one enemy, we have 2, and that's really all there is to it. They just add a spear guy, and that's it. Again, spear guys are easy. Knock their shield off. I guess these guys... Ooh. This guy's tanky. Okay. Nice. Ooh, another longsword. We open the door with the key we found. And by the end of the path, we find a rusted iron ring. The rusted iron ring is very useful. Might as well put it on, actually, in place of the old witch's ring. Improves balance on poor footing. This iron ring was used to shackle the guilty. It is terribly rusted and faintly stained with blood. Those who find the strange ring to their liking will be pleased to find it easier to gain footing on poor ground such as swamps and water. I'll show it off in a second. I can get another level. I'm gonna go for an extra strength. I do want to do a little extra damage, if you don't mind. Now, remember what I told you way back in episode 1 about this place? That you had to keep something in mind. Remember how there was a copy of the Asylum Demon still down below near where we started the game? That looked a bit different. It was not quite like the Asylum Demon that we defeated in this area. It was very similar though. Now here I want to smack this wall, get the attention of these guys, because I want to kind of get rid of them. Please don't attack from the left, thank you. Do an attack, I can react to, thank you. Alright, so now that we kill these guys, we step into the center. Surprise, motherfucker! This guy, the Stray Demon. That's the guy that I told you to keep in mind. This guy is hard. He's basically the first boss, except it can do some magic. And that magic really hurts. And we do no damage. This is great, but we have to defeat him. Oh, wow. That did quite a bit, actually. There's a trick to this fight, though. He does this attack, and then you can attack the tail. You cannot detach the tail. It's not one of those tails that you can remove. But I think I might as well speed this up, because this is a really boring fight. It takes forever with this setup. I mean, I could have come here. I could come here later, and that'll be... You know, I could do that, but... honestly, I don't really feel... Oh, you're hovering? Sure. Do I have my black fireballs? Okay, you're doing your AoE. This thing is a lot more resistant to black fireballs, but we'll use our black fireballs. It's fine. Let's see how much damage they can. Yeah, they definitely do a lot more than our sword can do. Might as well pop them. Giving us a bit of extra damage, but I think I'll eventually end up speed. Whoa, whoa, whoa! That is not the attacker you want. Run back. Okay, that blast has a lot of. Like, the area is so big. There's a trick to defeat him too if you want to use other weapons other than just this crappy longsword, but I think I'm going to speed this up from this point onward until I kill him. And done. That took me a bit, but it's mostly just go around him, slice a bit, wait, slice a bit, kite around, no big deal, it just takes a while. So here's the sorcerer build. We'll begin with magic weapon, which adds a certain amount of damage to our right hand weapon, depending on... I think it depends on the catalyst that you use. Not entirely sure, but it adds some damage to the right hand weapon, which in this case is the thief knife, which does have a bleed property on it, which is something that the cleric will use. As you can see, we already done about 1/4 of the boss's health. So we'll begin with the melee setup, and pretty much we're going to do like the warrior at the beginning, chip away at the tail or at the body. And eventually we're gonna swap out after magic weapon wears off, and we're gonna start using some ranged attacks. It's great soul arrow, for example. Doesn't do a lot of damage. This guy resists magic quite a bit, but nevertheless, still pretty good damage. Still got 4 left. And stay at a safe distance from the blast and keep attacking it. I need to go around it if it turns around though. There we go, see? Away, avoid the blast. And just keep plumbing it. One last great heavy soul arrow. And now we'll switch to something else when we run out. Got 20 great soul arrows. Which they do their job, not that much, but still. This is mostly to show you how just you can stay away and chip at its HP little by little with sorceries. Not that hard of a thing to do, of course. It takes some time, but not as much as it would take doing it with a melee character, like the warrior. Of course, there are ways to do a lot more damage with a melee character, but we chose to play a very basic character, so yeah. And one more cast of Great Soul Arrow will do it. And that's that. But we get 20,000 souls for that, and a Titan Slabs, which It's pretty rare. There are, I think, only... There's one... Well, that's the only guaranteed one. There is another one, but it is not guaranteed. But it's not a random drop. And it's much later on. And we get another Black Knight. Hell yeah! We got a lot more souls for this guy. Not doing that. Thank you. And again, I could have come here later, but I might as well do it now. Boom. And once this guy is done, we're actually done with the area. Ooh, wow, okay. Easy. You gonna drop something cool? Not quite. Hang on. So are you gonna drop something cool or what? Nope, just the regular red Titanite chunk. If you go back all the way on your cell, you can pick up a peculiar doll. This item. A strange doll with strange dress. There once was an abomination who had no place in this world. She clutched this doll tightly and eventually was drawn into a cold and lonely painted world. This will be useful later. Much later. For something optional. Anyway, the rusted iron ring. Let me actually show you what this does. See when I'm in water? I can barely run. It's difficult. Because the water is slowing down my movement. Put the rusted iron ring on, pretty much the water does not exist. You move at full speed. That's how good that is. And because movement in this game is very important, you really want that ring. 20,000 souls are a lot of souls, man. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 6 levels. Okay. We'll go 2. Actually, we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 levels. Nice. I think that actually wraps it up for the area. We'll be back with you with the cleric, of course, to show the alternate way to deal with everything, but I don't think I really... Oh, okay, this is bad, this is bad. Kill this guy, please. Okay, thank you. Okay, come on. I was getting overconfident there. Alright, now we've done all of that. We'll go back to Firelink. All you gotta do is just walk up to the nest again. Curl up this time, no need to wait. And we're back at Firelink now. Do not drop down from this high up, you will die. Drop down here. And then go down. Little by little. Don't want to die and get sent all the way back to the Northern Dead Asylum, do you? Anyway, I think that's gonna be about it. We'll rest at the bonfire, and next time on Dark Souls, we will take this warrior to the next area. But you know, we still have the other character to look at. Praise the sun, everyone, and welcome to the Cleric segment, in which we'll take on the Undead Asylum again. There was something I wanted to show with the Cleric. There's actually a sick guidance message that I missed back in the parish, but maybe I'll do it next time. How about that? No, wait, where am I going? I need to go up to the asylum. So we'll take our elevator, we'll do the same trick. And Sick Guidance will actually show a couple messages on the path to the nest. If you use it here, there is a message. Path ahead. And then we keep going. Another one. Here. So that's, I think, is light in on where the path is. If you use seek guidance. Now from here, I believe I can go back without doing the jump again, right? If I do that, yeah. I don't have to go all the way back through the elevator. Hey, something we can do, right? I don't think it was intended though. I think it was intended to you for just drop down and get back up with the elevator, but that's fine. We wait our 30 seconds here while we contemplate this scenario or something. Really, I ran out of things to say about this, but yeah, there we go. We got it. Let's keep the cutscene. Now, we have a lightning spear. Which means this. No big deal. One lightning spear each. And I do want to trade my... I think I do have rubbish. Yeah, I do have rubbish. So we will trade the rubbish with very quickly. Where is the rubbish? It will drop the rubbish. We'll very quickly drop the rubbish at Snuggly's place and trade it with a Titanite chunk, which will be useful to this character as well for some upgrades. Like, I'm not entirely sure we'll need it, but we'll pick it up. Never hurts to have it. So now we'll have to defeat the knight. We'll have to defeat the stray demon and all that jazz. First of all, I wanted to see this bonfire. Get back my lightning spears. Now let's see how good we are against these knights. Now we have the Drake Sword. The Drake Sword also has a weird property. Yeah, that's a good amount of damage. I'll show you what that is once I can open the menu safely and look at the description of the Great Sword. The Drake Sword. Yes. Yo! Fight! What are you doing? Thank you. Right, so the Drake Sword... If you look at the description, it says, this sword is one of the rare dragon weapons, but it's formed by a drake's tail. Drakes are seen as underdeveloped imitators of the dragons, but they are likely their distant kin. The sword is imbued with a mystical power to be released when held with both hands. This is something that is a shared property among the dragon weapons, because there are other weapons that have the dragon in their names or drakes. Basically, if you two-hand and press R2, you'll do a special attack, which in this case is a shockwave. However, that consumes a lot of durability of the weapon, so it is not recommended you do so. Oscar! Remember him? Always works. Always works, and I always do it, because why not? Oh, you want to kick me? Come over here. Come over here, Oscar. I'll show you the power of the Drake Sword. There you are. The Drake Sword is too powerful for you to handle. And just like that, Oscar is done. I'd gladly pick up your shield and replace my old shield. This one only weighs one more, and should. There we go. Magic block 80%. That's a lot. This is a very good shield. We don't roll fast enough though. We might have to do. How about we remove? Could remove my pants, I guess. If I remove my pants, do I roll now? Yeah, look at that fast roll. I haven't really talked about fast and medium rolls and the difference that makes wearing heavier armor rather than light armor. We'll get to that eventually, just not now. And I usually don't like talking mechanics in the segment of this cleric. I'd rather talk mechanics in the warrior segment. Maybe next time, because we have a lot of walking to do, so maybe next time it'd be a good idea to talk about equipment burden or, like, what's it called? What's the stat called? Equip load. Yeah, wanna come this way to get the iron ring real quick. Then we'll fight the stray demon. Now we do have a weapon with this character that we can use to fight the stray demon in a different way. Okay, don't kill me though. There. Nice. So real quick we'll open the door. We do have a lightning spear, so we have to throw them as well. They're gonna do a heavy amount of damage. Rusted iron ring, we'll equip it because might as well have the ring. Only now I realized that I never went back to the burg to grab a certain thing that I missed. Where am I going? I have to go this way. I will change the Drake sword. Let's see, I have... What is it? There it is, Morning Star. No, okay. How about we sort our inventory a bit? I start Drake sword, put it on top. Drake sword, second. Morning Star, third. So the Morning Star is a mace that has a special property in it. If you look at the description of the Morning Star, down where you see auxiliary effects, it says 300 near the bleed icon. That means that this specific weapon is able to inflict bleed on enemies. And what bleed is a status ailment. Once you inflict bleed, the enemy, or well, the afflicted actor, I guess, could be the enemies or could be you, takes bleed damage all at once. And how much bleed damage depends on the bleed value. In this case, 300 means about 30% of HP. Bosses are usually weak to bleed, but they take reduced bleed damage, so we're not going to do 1/3 of the health of the boss by just inflicting bleed. But we will do, nevertheless, a certain amount of damage. Can you please? Okay, I might die here if I keep doing this. Yeah, this weapon isn't exactly the best. Deal with these guys, so you know what we're gonna do? Real quick, switch to Drake sword. What are you gonna do? There. Okay, now time to fight the guy. Switch to Morning Star. My roll speed is good. Very nice. Let's do it. I'll roll as soon as possible, because this guy will do this. I want to get hit. Okay, so now. Do an attack so I can react to it. Thank you. Heal. Pull 2 hands. Now let's see. Do an attack so I can react to that. Do something though. Yeah, that is not what I want. You know what? We'll deal with it. I need to keep going though. If I don't keep hitting, the bleed won't... There it is. See that? The damage that we did there? That's the bleed getting applied to the enemy. Okay. There it is. This is gonna go a lot faster. Already, you can already see it. That's why I'm not gonna speed this up. We have a lightning spears to throw as well. They do some decent damage. Not spectacular amount of damage, but you know, we'll take it. Yeah, it's really 11 damage. Pretty good. They can miss though, even if I'm locking on. So I need to wait for one of his attacks and then react to it. Oof, that was close. That would have hit me if I didn't roll. Wow. Okay. This is bad. I'm in a bad position. Okay, wait. Gotta wait for an attack. Okay, heal up. Full heal. Thank you. That apparently did so much damage. I'd be careful. Very careful. No, I didn't mean to do that. Shit. I don't know why I instantly pressed square. I wanted to attack. That's weird. You know, lightning spear on. Come on. There we go. Okay, nice. That's the attack you want. This is the attack you want. Just stay away. Stay about a tail distance to him. It'll be fun. Okay, go behind him. You have all the time in the world. Do the attack, man. Come on, do it. There you go. Okay, maybe get another one real quick. Nice. Odds. Good thing about magic. Oh, it missed. The thing about magic again is that doesn't use stamina. Does not use your stamina. Boom. Shit, shit, shit. Okay. And this blaster, by the way, is magic damage, so this shield can help me. If I happen to block that, I can help a lot. Okay, so now we run out of lightning spears. Means we're gonna do bleed damage. Hopefully, if I can hit, because I apparently suck. Nice. Got that bleed on. Do it again. Okay, wait. Attack, okay. Nice, there it is. One more time. More cycle and we did it. Nice, just giving me the great pattern. That's the pattern I want. Give me more of this. Do it again. Never mind, you're dead. That deserves a... Well, what is it? And we'll pick up our Titanite slab. And with that, we got our 20k. Which means leveling up. Which means we get closer to wield that Black Knight Sword. I can't wait to wield it. And completely annihilate everything in my path. Anyway, I told you that you can... I would show you a way to get the Black Knight Sword. Almost for sure. Well, basically you come here and before you kill these knights, you back up your save. And if they don't drop the weapon, just restore your save. And try again until they do drop their weapon. That's really how it is. Because once you kill these two Black Knights, if you kill the one in the Undead Berg, and once you kill these two, you won't find another one until pretty much the end of the game. At least with the swords. If you really want the sword, there are only really 3 knights in the game that have it. The next one that you can find is almost at the end. So if you really want the sword early on, and you don't get it from the first knight, come here, back up your save, and just kill them until it drops. You know. Pump up your humanity and hope for the best. 28,000 souls. That's a lot of souls. We don't have any other souls to pop it. You know what? I will actually use 3 humanity. Max out my drop rate. I can get to 20 strength. Okay, then what? 14 dex. I'll get vitality and endurance actually. Nice. So now I can actually... I have 20 strength and I can try to wield it, but look, if I try to do it... Because I don't have enough dex yet. We will get enough dex eventually, don't worry about that. We will. For now, we gotta switch back to the Drake Sword. I could have just gone all dex and then dual wield it. I would be able to dual wield it with less strength, but that's okay. It's fine. How many decks? We need a lot of decks, but we'll get there. Slowly and carefully, we'll get there. When we will get there, you'll see the almighty power of the Black Knight Sword. Good. All we gotta do is now run all the way back to... I can actually put my pants back on now. Not quite. Apparently not. It's the shield that is not allowing me. I was trying to parry that. Apparently, the game is like, no. Yeah, can you come? Come over here. Yes, please. Funny hard to parry that. There we go. Turn around. I just need one attack. Nice. And I guess that's it, really. We clear the Undead Asylum again with buff characters. We'll return to Firelink. Hopefully. Thank you. Yeah, next time... We'll see. Whoa, okay. Wait. Don't die. Okay, never mind. I guess we can... I'll see you guys next time.